Hi, I'm Michelle. And before anything else, I just want to say welcome. This isn't going to be a place where I pretend to have it all together or tell you to manifest your way out of your pain. This is a space for truth, for healing, for rising from whatever version of life broke you open. I'm the founder of Naturally Thriving with Michelle, the Rise Coaching Collective, and the Hopeful Hearts Lime Network. I'm an identity and transformational coach, yoga faith practitioner, and a human coach candidate in process. I'm also the author From Hell to Rebirth, a book born from my own healing journey through chronic illness. But beyond the titles and trainings, I'm a mom, a wife, and a woman who's lived the unraveling. I've walked through the fires of Lyme disease, co-infections, identity loss, and spiritual transformation, and now I guide others through their own sacred becoming. In my free time, you'll find me cooking, gardening, reading, writing, and soaking up moments with my family. Also, I'm often traveling as a field documentation on pipeline and learning to find presence and peace even in these wild rhythms of this life. And what I share here isn't theory, it's lived and it's real and it's raw. And if you're here, I believe you're ready to rise too. The version that's always been there, waiting to be reclaimed, that authentic you. And that's why I created Rise with Michelle, because I've lived through the unraveling and still living the unraveling. And not just once. I've lived through illness that stole my life, my sanity, my energy, doctors who didn't believe me, an identity built on moments where I truly wondered if I'd ever come back from it. There were days I couldn't get out of bed, nights I couldn't stop crying, and in the middle of it, something began to shift. Not because I found the perfect plan. I've been through many perfect plans, all the how to and go tos, but something changed when I started to go deep. This channel is going to be different. It's just not your normal coaching channel. It's not just how to content. It's storytelling. It's my authentic truth telling. It's me being real with you about the mess, the rebuilding, the moments that cracked me open, and the ones that showed me how strong I really was and how strong I really am. You hear about my journey through chronic illness, the quiet war that lived inside my body. You'll hear about identity, how we lose it, how we reclaim it, and what happens when we realize we were never broken but just buried. You'll hear me talk about tools that helped me, like Deep, a process that I guide others through, that helped me break these emotional cycles that I didn't even know I was caught in. And you'll hear the language of Rise. You'll hear reclaim, inspire, strengthen, empower, not as coaching buzzwords, but as lived experiences. Because it's what really healing really is. It's not linear, it's not perfect. It's just deeply, honestly lived. And I'm not here to fix you. You're not broken. I'm not here to sell you the answer. You already have it, buried beneath the noise, the conditioning, the limiting beliefs, the fatigue, the fear. What I am here to do is walk with you, to share the stories I once kept quiet, to let you know, hey, you're not alone. And then to invite you into a deeper way of living, healing, and remembering who you truly are. Who am I? So if you're tired of surface level healing, if you're navigating chronic illness, emotional pain, or just a sense that something's missing, well, hey, this space is for you. Not because I have all the answers, but because I've lived enough of the questions to hold space for yours. You'll find new videos here, sometimes reflections, sometimes practices, sometimes just me showing up and sharing what's real in the moment. And then my hope is that every video reminds you of your power, of your truth, of your ability to rise again and again, even if you do it with shaky hands. So, welcome, truly. If this speaks to you, I'd love for you to subscribe, to share, to stay connected. And if you're ready to go deeper, I'll share more soon about the deep experience and how you can be a part of it. But for now, I just want you to take a breath. You've made it here, and that's just the beginning. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to begin again with honesty, with grace, and with guidance. because this is your invitation to reclaim your identity, the one not defined by the world, but rooted in truth, to inspire growth by awakening what's been buried and believing in what's actually possible, to strengthen your foundation through healing, resilience, and unwavering faith, to empower your authentic self to live boldly, lead with purpose, and walk in divine alignment, to finally come home to the real, authentic you. So, again, I just want to welcome you to the journey. I'm so glad you're here. And until next time, take care and blessings.